Hey folks, it's day 2 of the boat refurb project. So got all the doors off, got the surface prepped. Need to vacuum it off, it's dusty, and then we'll wipe that down with some simple green cleaner and get that good and clean before we spray it with the bed liner paint. Still need to buff this out. So this is what it looks like with the glue still on it from the backing of the carpet. So and need to get this little piece of carpet hair off and we'll be done. So I ordered the paint, or the bed liner paint, and it's not on Amazon Prime, so it's not going to be here till next week. So I got gray, gosh, I don't remember the brand name, but anyway, it comes with its own sprayer nozzle that you hook to an air compressor and you spray it in. It's 4 bottles of the liner, 1 bottle hardener, and 4 bottles of the gray dye. So supposedly you just mix it all together in the bottle it comes in, shake it all up, hook on the air nozzle, and it's ready to go. I also got some primer for these metal doors. So it's an acid primer, because it says if you're spraying on bare metal, you need to spray that etch on there. It's an etch primer. So I got all these doors off and ready. I found a new method that works pretty good. So I take my grinder and I just run down the sides, go all the way around, and then this just peels right off, and then I do the top. So that works a lot better. I wish I'd figured that out before I did all those in the front, because man, that saves a lot of time. I'll give you a shot real quick of doing that, and maybe working on the back, and hopefully the next will be prep. So I'm going to my plan is, unless I change, I'm going to put cardboard over where these doors go for when I spray it. So I won't be spraying all that stuff inside the compartments. I want to keep them nice and clean. So got quite a few cardboard cutouts to make and get them taped down. So anyway, let's get going on day 2. Nice and smooth. So we just got our first box in. We'll see what this is. Hey, this is the seat base for the fixed seat. This is for the third person. It's in the middle of the boat, and I had to order a new base for that because it had the old 1 3/4 shaft. So right there is where this, not this piece goes, but this goes on top of the post. All right, let's get back to work. Hey folks, I want to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber fisherman who he catches some awesome fish down on the Florida coast, back in the whatever those things are called. He catches some really nice, cool fish, and he's a really good fisherman. And he hooked me up with this Gopro Hat Mount. He sent me the hardware for that, so thanks to Wes Lovelace. Go check out Wes Lovelace channel. I actually found him with some drone videos because I was experimenting with a new drone that I got, and that's how I found him. He has a lot of cool drone footage out there when he's fishing. So he's given me some GoPro fishing tips on how to set the camera up and how to catch the fish on video when you're recording. So I was like, how do you do that? How do you turn the thing on? And so he gave me some tips on that. So he's got a nice fishing rig too. You should check it out. So Wes Lovelace, check him out. So this is the hat mount I was talking about, and Wes sent me the hardware to mount this thing, and that works awesome. So thank you, Wes. Got her all sanded down, so now we got dust everywhere. I probably will bring my air compressor hose out here and just blast it down, get all that off of there. It's I'm contemplating doing the carpet down in here. It seems to be okay, but I don't know how much bed liner stuff I've got, if I got enough coverage. So that's it for this part. Now some cleanup, masking, and we'll be painting next week. if you remember, this had an offset pedestal base, and the hole was in the front, so it sat back here to clear this live well side right here is why they did that. But I could not find anywhere an offset hole base where it would be over here so it would fit. So I just sanded this down and scooted it up, drilled some new holes. Okay, we got it, the liner all sprayed in. So I didn't get a chance to video that. I started late in the evening and had an hour of daylight, so I was really under the gun timing wise. But I used the UPOL Raptor, and that's the liner. And this is gray, Mesa gray. It's basically the same color as the carpet that was in the boat that I took out. And it came out really nice. So now we need to take all the masking off. I started a little bit right here, you can see, just to check it out and make sure it made a nice smooth line. But I couldn't do it while it was wet. It was getting dark on me, and I sprayed some of it with a flashlight on my head. And here's the back. So I sprayed the doors. They weren't in here, they were off on sawhorses, so I sprayed those separate. And you can see I had this all masked off in here. There's a honeybee. But anyway, so now we need to get all the masking off of here and get the doors installed, the hinges put on them, and then we'll start on the seats. See down here, decided to go ahead and do down here. It's I didn't get it real smooth back in here where the some of the glue stayed. It's okay. And Hayden's here today helping out. and you still need to do the tops. And look, we got storms rolling in. They ought to be here probably 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to throw the cover on this thing, and maybe we can get it finished this evening or tomorrow. Okay, time for the big reveal. Here it is. I think it looks pretty darn good. Got the new pedestal poles, pedestals, and the butt seat, and that's a variable height, adjustable, just like the one that was in it originally. I went ahead and put a new pedestal here and ordered the pole for it. I did not get the seat for that. I have the old seat I'm going to use. I keep in here, and the bed liner turned out really nice, and it feels really durable. These seats turned out great. So the seats are two-piece. There's the base and the back, and you attach them separately. Had a little bit of trouble getting the backs in where they're nice and secure, but I got it in there. I had to order or go get some about 1 inch longer bolts so I could actually get my bolts into the fiberglass. And then once I had them in there, I thought it was all great, and I went to open one of these compartments and it hit right there. So I had to take them back out, and you can kind of see right there, maybe there's a little spacer down in there I added to tilt them forward a little bit. And before, I just had a board over this with carpet on it, and I added this console, and it flips up, and that could be used as a step, and I've stepped on it, and that thing is solid. So got the grandpa fishing seat back here with the back on it. And so total I spent almost $1,000. The seats were like $780. These two seats here came as a pair, and the console was separate, and I bought each seat separately, the fishing seats. And I also ordered online from the same company the pedestals and the poles. So I got 3 new pedestals and 3 new poles. So I think we're ready to go fishing. I'll put a link below of where I purchased everything. These seats come from the same company, and Overton's, I think, and it's the same parent company as Camping World. And I'm sorry, that's where the pedestals came from. The seats came from bassboatseats.com, and that turned out to be like iBoats or something like that. And I got the paint on Amazon. The paint was about $190 with the kit that came with the sprayer. So that's it. Tell me what you think in the comments, and give me a thumbs up on the video if you would, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.